Hello everybody. Just wanted to show you a quick little trick of generating a random sample of data using Excel. Now, you might wonder why you want to do this, but if you're working in machine learning or statistics, or you just need a random sample for some reason, maybe you just need to randomize lunch locations for work, whatever it happens to be, this is a quick and easy trick. And so let's look at what we can do here. First of all, if you're doing machine learning, you can use R or Python, and there's built-in capabilities for you to easily do random samples. There's also lots of libraries out there you can use if you're a software developer to do this. But sometimes it's a hassle to load the data, write a script to load the data, or write a program to load the data, and then generate the random sample. So we're going to show you how to do this using Excel. I'm not saying this is the preferred method, but it is a quick and easy method if you just need a quick set of random data. So let's look at a set of data here. This is some Airbnb listings, and it's in a CSV file, and I'm going to go ahead and open this up in Excel. Of course, this will work fine with any data that Excel can load, where each data item is on a unique row. That's kind of the conditions that you need to be thinking about here. So what you'll notice here is we have a bunch of different listings, and I'm going to make this a little bit larger just so you can really see it. Now, how many items are in here? There's over 300,000 rows, and they're unique rows, and you would have to have your data prepared to make it unique if you cared about that. But to do a random sample, it's like, okay, well, let's say I wanted 30,000 of these as a random sample, about 10%. Well, I could load this into Python, and I could certainly do that very easily. But how could I do it if I just wanted to do it from my desktop using Excel? Well, it's pretty simple. All we do is add a new column, and this new column could be at the beginning or the end or the middle. It doesn't make any difference where it is. And this column is going to have a function in it, an Excel function. So I'm going to write that function by pressing the equals sign and then typing RAND open parenthesis, close parenthesis. So what I've done is written a function, and this function in Excel says to generate a random number between 0 and 1. And so you'll notice it generated this number, 0.674578. And you might say, well, okay, great, now what? Well, what we want to do is copy that formula down for all 300,000 rows. And I'm going to do that, as you'll notice, to copy a value down, if you'll just hover over the lower right of the cell at the top of the column, you'll see a dark plus sign. You don't make sure it's not that. Make sure it's this, the kind of dark plus sign. And then it's double left mouse click. So just click, and it will copy that cell all the way down. So that's a little added tip for you in using Excel, if you didn't know that, to copy a value down. If I did that here, it would copy 0 all the way down. Now what we have is we have a set of random numbers generated, but we haven't randomized the actual data. So we're going to do that by sorting. So what we'll do is we'll go to the data menu here, and we will select sort, and we're going to sort by column A, which is the one that says random, and it doesn't really matter if you do smallest to largest or largest to smallest. Now I want to caution you that when you sort this, it's going to rerun the function. And so let's see, there's a mistake that I made there, which is common. So I'm going to just hit Control Z to undo that. Let's sort it again. We didn't want our column headers to be in the sort, and there's a way around that. You need to do sort by column A, and you need to say my data has headers, and then it will leave that top row alone. And now let's go ahead and sort it again. You'll notice it takes a few seconds to do it, but you'll also notice that, look, all of these values are now randomized. So let's say I wanted 30,000. All I would need to do is highlight these rows. So let's see, 30,000, and of course it's a little bit tricky to get down to the exact ones. Here's 20,000. So we need 30,001 because of that header row. So right here, and of course you might not need to be that exact, but then you would just highlight those rows and go ahead and copy those to another spreadsheet or copy them to a text file or whatever you would like to do. And that's really all there is to it. It's pretty simple to do this. So let's review quickly, if we could, the steps. So remember, we add a new column, and again it can be at the beginning or the end or the middle, doesn't matter. I label it random just so that I know what it is. We then add the random function to each cell in the new column. Remember, you do that by typing the equal sign first, or the equal symbol first, and then RAND, open paren, close paren. And then you'll copy that down using the copy down trick we showed you. And then you'll sort on that column. And then take the top, bottom, or middle, however many rows you want for your sample. So that's all there is to it. It's pretty simple. If you want to preserve this file and keep track of which ones have been randomized, because all 300,000 are now random. So that means you could filter and still take a sample and be just fine. But this is a quick and easy way to just get a random set of data. I hope this has been useful for you. Please comment, like the video. That helps me continue to do these. Thank you.